get your company upgraded, and you get to know about the norms that will be necessary for your individual company to get affiliated with Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. So, without taking much time, I will hand over the session to Mr. Shaikh Nandi, and he will go through the procedure. At the end of the session, if you have any questions which is only relevant to this workshop, please put it on your chat box. We'll keep a small question and answer session for the relevant questions, and we'll take it at the end of the session. So, over to Mr. Nandi.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, all ETHWA members. Shandipanda, I would like to request you to allow me to share the screen. I have joined from two profiles. One is the India Tourism Kolkata profile. Another is in the name of Shaikh Nandi. So allow both profiles to share screen so that I can share the storyboard for today.
So you want the India Tourism one also?
Yes, yes. Share. Allow both to share the screen. Just that.
Can I do it now? Can you just check now?
I tried to do it. Yes, now it's doable. And I would request all of you, few things. See, I would take only half an hour or 45 minutes of your time so that we all can have a meaningful discussion. And that's why I'm requesting all of you to kindly mute yourself while we do the entire, storyboard discussion, and past the storyboard, once it is discussed, the entire process and stuff, then we can go for questionnaire, direct questionnaire. So, Shandipanda, we are recording it, I believe.
Yeah.
Kindly mute everyone, including yourself, during the process. Once it is done, then we can go for straight questionnaires.
Okay.
My screen is visible to all of you.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
So the thing is that this is one of the very first kind of such a discussion as such in Eastern India, where we are going into depth about what a Ministry of Tourism classification means. Friends, first of all, we are at the current scenario, we are every day we heard news, we get new information that suppose someday government is going to announce something for the approved tour operators, unapproved tour operators, and we think ourselves every day, yes, I am doing a legitimate business. Yes, I have a GST registration, and why I am not equivalent to a government of India Ministry of Tourism approved tour operator. We think it, isn't it? I believe many of you who are doing a legitimate business and who are catering tourists for last decade, 20, 30 years, perhaps this question sometimes or the other have come into your mind. At the same time, you must have thought that what is so special about this classification or approval? We have registration with West Bengal government, Madhya Pradesh government, and XYZ, and we book packages through them. But these people, the Ministry of Tourism, out of nowhere, they offer a classification or approval, and I don't see any benefit as such. Why would I do that? Is it okay if we converse the entire thing in English, or do you want me to converse in 3 languages simultaneously? Shandipanda? Unmute yourself, Shandipanda, and just this small thing I want to know whether all of us are conversant in English, or we have to like switch between 3 languages. Peaceful. Okay. So हमारा फायदा हमें समझ में नहीं मिलता है. We don't understand what is the benefit of getting approved by Ministry of Tourism at the first place. So at the end of the day, you are a businessman. You all are businessmen, or women for that matter, entrepreneurs in a word. And entrepreneurs do not invest into a scheme without seeing the exact benefit out of it. So for doing so, we have prepared this storyboard for you. And perhaps friends, probably I would share some small data with you that I had worked in Delhi for last 6 years before joining the Calcutta office in 2018, late 2018. So in those 6 years, I used to look after the travel trade of this country. The entire tour operator approval process is looked after by the travel trade division of the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, who do not only look after the approval and guidelines, but also coordinate in related policy making things. Like you all are aware of e-visa, e-tourist visa. So we are the one, the travel trade division of Ministry of Tourism back then, who had licensed and conceived this idea of e-tourist visa, or later on we call it e-visa. Further, this double entry, single entry, all these things in visa issues were resolved by the travel trade division only back then. So it's a very significant division which plays a very important role in terms of getting benefits to our travel trade service providers. Even if ministry make any changes in the policy of how how India is portrayed as a destination, and that can be connected with the service provider itinerary, that thing would be done by travel trade. So why I'm telling all these things, in those 5-6 years, I had dealt with thousands of tour operator approval process. So what I felt initially, what I have seen when I have been to this division, is that the first and foremost thing is that lack of information is a major case of a tour operator not getting approved by Ministry of Tourism. The second point is many a times it happens that due to back then it was a physical process. So people used to send physical like documents, and in a country like India where thousands of people are sending documents here and there, and it becomes a very lengthy and tiresome process of getting approved by Ministry of Tourism. So we turned up the entire thing into a online process where you can apply for this kind of approval sitting at your office or your home with just the help of internet and laptop and maybe some scanner. So now let us go into this detailed process. Why to get registered or approved by Ministry of Tourism at all? Friends, we are not a commercial entity, but we are the largest tourism promoter for this country. The apex organization of tourism in India, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, is known by the brand of Incredible India. This is the most identified brand in Asia and the world as a tourism promoter. And the second thing is that presently we have around 28 India tourism offices, or the information office of Government of India, in 28 different locations in India and abroad. Earlier, we used to have more than 70 of such offices. So the numbers have decreased, but the responsibility and the role of India tourism offices are improving day by day. I hope you would agree, because we are interacting even for the third or fourth time in a month with an organization like ETHWA. The third option is our presence or penetration in the social media platform. Again, perhaps you have seen many government Facebook pages, YouTube channel, or Twitter account, but Incredible India YouTube channel or Incredible India Facebook page or Twitter handle or Instagram account are once again the most relevant and followed social media accounts of Government of India. Other than the PMO or the Honorable Prime Minister's account, official account, probably there are no such social media accounts which have this much of penetration among domestic citizens, Indian citizens, and foreign tourists. We have around 1,031 approved tour operators all across the country. Now, a question may arise in your mind that why just 1,031 approved tour operators all across the country? Because our approval, the kind of documents that we require, those are very basic, but that ensures that somebody upgrades his or her office or their office as such. And That's why we have quality tour operators who get approval of Ministry of Tourism, and that is the number. But that quality can be matched by any of you any day if you want to. Further, this organization, the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, we participate in more than hundreds of international and domestic fairs. Probably some of you may have visited ITB Berlin, WTM London, Topresa, Fitur, IMEX Las Vegas, IMEX Frankfurt, Mata, Pata, all these travel marts. Some of you or many of you must have participated in SATE. So while entering SATE, when you enter a SATE event, the first big pavilion that you encounter with is the India Tourism Pavilion or Ministry of Tourism Pavilion. Even in TTF has born in Calcutta office, India Tourism Kolkata office to be very specific. So all these events either connected in a way with the India Tourism Kolkata or being sponsored or where we have a strong presence. Now, what is the link of our presence in this event with you getting approved? The second part, what we can do for you, what Ministry of Tourism can do for you. The first and foremost, we ensure that a tour operator, once it gets approved by us, it gets a credibility. A credibility factor is generated among tourists and buyers. Buyers means when you do B2Bs with corporates, with fellow DMCs of Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, XYZ. Further, while getting approved, you have to submit certain documents really ensure that you upgrade your quality of operation. Why so? Suppose a very basic thing mentioned in India Tourism, Ministry of Tourism guidelines, which is when you get approved, you want to get approved as a domestic tour operator or an inbound tour operator, you need to have at least one tourism degree or diploma holder in your office. Now, why is that important? See, in our country, we lack in certain aspects. We never consider tourism or hospitality, particularly tourism, to be a technically qualified people game. Anybody can do tourism. You know, we conceive things like that. Myself, being a government official, I am pursuing my MBA in tourism, but I am not from a tourism background. So we entered into this game, entered into this industry without having a tourism degree. But now tell me something, friends. How many of us have gone through a process of rigorous training for 3-4 years of a particular, in a particular way through a curriculum or module where we get all this destination information. So that training, mostly that training becomes very useful when you hire a tourism graduate or a diploma holder. The second thing is the marketing development assistance scheme with annual upper limit of rupees 5 lakhs for hotels and tour operators, subject to 3% annual growth in foreign exchange earning. What is foreign exchange earning? Again, I would stress upon this. Suppose you earn, here we have mentioned hotels, that would be hotel and tour operator together. So suppose you are a tour operator who is dealing with a foreign client, maybe in B2B or B2C format. Now you have a specific account in bank, which we call import-export account sometimes, where we receive direct dollar, euro, or any foreign currency, even if it is Bangladeshi taka. So if you receive that foreign currency in your account and you have a 3% growth over last three years, then you are eligible for Ministry of Tourism's Marketing Development Assistance. Now, what is Marketing Development Assistance? We need to understand this point. Ministry of Tourism, earlier we told that we participate in hundreds of international events. Now, in those India Tourism Pavilion, we provide low cost or free space to our approved inbound tour operators and hotels. Where an inbound tour operator, suppose we are charging them 2 lakh for a ITB Berlin stall space. Now, again, you are getting some kind of discount on the kind of rate structure that exists. Sometimes we provide that stall space in free of cost. All the leading DMCs of Delhi, even Kolkata or Darjeeling, they are using this benefit for last 30 years, if not more. We have brand like Sita, LPTI, Paper, Abercrombie and Kent, Cox and Kings, Thomas Cook, SOTC, ITS, Help Tourism, Nature Beyond. All of them have used this facility during their marketing, ventures. Now we provide rupees 5 lakhs is the upper limit which we can reimburse in a year. Per event, we can reimburse rupees 2.5 lakhs. Out of that, it includes around 8,000 rupees per night for your accommodation at abroad for 5 nights. Then Air India to and fro economy class air ticket is reimbursed. Third, we offer, we are charging you a nominal fee for the stall space, as we have mentioned here already, or you are directly setting up a booth at a event like WTM London or even BTTF for that matter, Bangladesh Tourism and Travel Fair, for example. There you are setting up a booth, so it costs you suppose 1.5 lakh or 2 lakh, whatever. So altogether we reimburse 2.5 lakhs per event. So in a year we can reimburse your expenditure in 2 events, maximum 2 events, not more than that. But 5 lakhs is a huge amount. 5 lakh incentive, financial incentive by Government of India. I think most of you are not even aware of this aspect. The third point is that, and when I'm saying you are not aware, it's not in a demeaning way. It's our failure that we couldn't convey this message to you earlier, which we should have done. Now, the third part, other than participating in events in abroad, we organize our exclusive road shows, mostly in abroad and also now in India. First, the abroad part. We organize India evenings in all major source market, be it Great Britain, UK, US, Southeast Asia, France, Spanish market, everywhere, Australian market. Also, if you, I think there are ETHOA members who are already approved by us, like Windows, like Nature Beyond, like ITS is also, I believe, a member, allied member of yours probably, then or Tibet Tours. All of these organizations, they participated in our Purvaya 2019 event, where we hosted around 90 DMCs from Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, all across the country, the top DMCs who had never ever participated in any event in Bengal or Bihar or Orissa for that matter. Companies like Ardhan Experience. I don't know how many of you have heard of Ardhan. It's a DMC backed by the founder of inbound tourism in this country, that is Arjun Sharma. The family that has created Sita has now invested in a company called Ardhan Experience. And Ardhan Experience for the first time been hosted in Calcutta by India Tourism Kolkata for this office. Further, there was Mr. Vinay Kumar Tyagi from Crystal Holidays, ITO executive committee member. Then there was Mr. Vishal Jaiswal from Keper High Life Amantran, the trio, the famous trio which hold a significant market in Russia. They came on our invitation. Then Mr. Danish Jamil, a Spanish market specialist from Indian Diva or Indian Trails and Diva. And there are many more of those kind of figures. Then we hosted the inbound team leader of our very own Winner World of Mr. Sudhir Patil. Mr. Patil was supposed to come, but he sent the inbound head of his company for this event, which was organized by India Tourism Kolkata. So in that event, our approved tour operators got a chance of direct B2B in a unique way. I will show some images of those B2B also to you. And you can ask your friends like Tibet Tours or somebody how significant that event was. It was a continuation of like series of events, started in Bhubaneswar, then Calcutta, then ended up at Bodh Gaya. Further, I would request if somebody has not unmuted himself or herself to unmute, because this thing is being recorded at my end also. I don't want any interruption at this point of time. When we would interact, you can definitely unmute yourself. Further, what else we can do? We can promote, suppose see nowadays what is the trend? Participating in events doesn't ensure that you get a good business, a B2B business. However, an exclusive promotion in a restaurant full of 10 buyers, even in Bangladesh market or Southeast Asian market, gives you an opportunity, an exclusive opportunity to interact with your buyers and set up your agenda, B2B agenda. So for doing that, we provide a chance of joint promotion in abroad. You have to approach the concerned office in abroad. Suppose you want to organize something in Singapore or Malaysia or Thailand. You have to approach our Singapore office in advance, well in advance, and on a 50-50, sometimes 40-60 cost sharing basis, we organize this kind of India evenings along with our approved inbound tour operator. Now, many of these facilities are available for the inbound one. I am mentioning the inbound thing everywhere, and whatever is applicable for the domestic one, I am mentioning it separately. Further, then we also provide, like, help the tour operator to use our overseas offices sometimes for those kind of meetings. Last but not the least, suppose a state government is partnering a tour operator or a hotelier for that matter for creating a promotional material. You want to go to a specific Southeast Asian market or European market. You want to have a booklet in their language. Now, we can sponsor that thing. We can. Mr. Modak, kindly mute yourself. I think if somebody has not muted Sandipanda, please mute. So we sponsor those kind of initiatives, but the proposal has to come with that government support letter that yes, West Bengal government or Sikkim government is supporting you for creating this brochure. It is being done in partnership. And there are examples of that kind. Even companies from Calcutta or Darjeeling has availed this facility. I'm once again mentioning this. Now what our approved tour operators say about us, about this approval process. These three names are very familiar with you. These are some of the images of the first one of Debashish Chakraborty was taken during a Purvaiya interaction. The second image is of Raj Basu. It was taken in a Bangladesh event, BTTF. And the last one is of Mr. Devjit Datta, ITO and EDTY chapter chairman for West Bengal, was taken during Purvaiya 2019. So what they say, Mr. Debashish Chakraborty, your friend and your colleague from ETHOA, is saying, being a Ministry of Tourism, Government of India tour operator, we have enhanced our marketing reach as well as gained confidence in promoting sustainable community tourism. Now there must be something have happened. That's why Debashish Da is mentioning all these things. He would not certify us without anything. He's an honest person, you know that. The second thing, Mr. Raj Basu, again another legend from the hills. He is saying, as one of the oldest Ministry of Tourism approved inbound tour operator, Help Tourism has been considered as a responsible company and an extended hand of Ministry of Tourism promoting East and Northeast India. So the brand like Help Tourism, Windows India Vacation Limited or ITS or Clubside or HEAT has become what they are because they are approved by Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. Third, last but not the least, a significant man in our case, Mr. Devjit Datta from Impression Tourism Private Limited. He is saying recognition from Ministry of Tourism as an approved tour operator is not only the highest level of acknowledgement that a tourism service provider can obtain in India, but also act like you trust seal for the market in terms of reliability and service standards. Additionally, an approved tour operator can also avail the benefit of various business support extended by the ministry. And some of you are close friends to Devjit Datta or Devashish Chakraborty. Ask them what kind of benefits they have availed. You can ask Devjit Datta or Raj Basu how many times they have been to abroad, and the entire bill had been reimbursed by Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, as I told in during that marketing development scheme assistance. Or for domestic things, you can ask Devashish Chakraborty, Raj Basu, Devjit Datta, Praveer Sen, any of them, Sumit Periwal. You can ask any of these people that what kind of benefits that they have availed being a domestic tour operator or a tourist transport operator. What kind of business opportunities had been created by India Tourism Kolkata in recent times. Now, how to apply for this process, for which we have shown you the reason behind why to get approved. Now, the application process. First, you read our guidelines for the approval of inbound or domestic or adventure or tourist transport operator category or travel agent category from tourism.gov.in portal. The entire guidelines is also available at eTravelTradeApproval.nic. Please take a photograph of this one if you are watching, because what I thought today is that let us be very clear about the entire process. So none of you, I think Shondipanda, you should also like take snaps of these things, and also you're recording at the same time. I think whenever you face any difficulty in future, if you consider to get approved by us, just have a look at this, and you don't need to call anybody up. You don't need to call Sandipanda or even me for that matter. You are not dependent on any individual. This entire screen would be your helping hand. Okay, so click to service provider registration at eTravelTradeApproval.nic and create your user ID and password. That is as simple as creating a Gmail ID and password or a Facebook ID and password. It's very simple, you know. It's just a few informations about your company name, whether it is a private limited, partnership firm or a proprietary firm, its full address, mobile number, landline number. If you don't have a landline number, just put a dummy number, because it's not even that useful, or you know, we don't put stress on those kind of things, those very trivial things. If you don't have any website, just put a dummy website thing. It's not it won't happen that without having a website you won't get approval, because nowhere in our guidelines we have mentioned that you need to have an operational landline or a website for that matter, which I think these kind of things have never been explained, and many of you who had considered or applied had suffered this kind of flaws in the past. We are not dwelling into the past. So it's very simple once again. Then you log in with this user ID and password credential at eTravelTradeApproval.nic.in in the home page. Then fill up the necessary details, like general details about your company, about the proprietor, his name, his mobile number, mail ID. Do not give your employee's mail ID at any place or their mobile number, or as like one-person contact details, because you should be the point of contact. If you're a proprietor, if you're a director, if you're a partner in the company, your name should be there, because a employee can be shifted. You can relieve him from duty. You can hire somebody else. So always use your user mail ID, mobile number, and name while filling up this form. The second thing is financial details, like your turnover, your paid up capital certificate, paid up capital, share capital, or in case of proprietary firm, we call it capital account. What is paid up capital? What is share capital? The amount we reinvest out of our turnover in our business for the next financial year. It's very simple. Sandipan Das, suppose he has earned X amount of rupees. Now out of X, suppose X minus 10, he would invest in his business next year to upgrade his vehicle. So that is the paid up capital or share capital. Okay, the amount we reinvest in our business. So it is mentioned as capital account or partner capital in other cases where it is a proprietary firm or a partnership firm. Then upload all the requisite documents in 2 MB size. Okay, each document has to be of 2 MB size. You can compress it, the document size. Take help of your children, maybe your brother, sister, a younger guy who is well versed in technical things. It's very easy to compress a document, a PDF document or a JPEG document for that matter. Resize it in 2 MB. Then the last but not the least, pay rupees 3,000 online fees through that registration portal. I would personally recommend, because I'm looking after this thing for last 7-8 years, that use your debit card or credit card instead of paying through internet banking, because there is a process of reconciling the entire payment once you apply for the thing. So when you are using a debit card or credit card, the bank takes a smaller duration to reconcile this amount, the payment. They confirm that this come from a safe source. I think you are aware that Government of India is monitoring that whether some money is coming from abroad from a wrong source or not. That's why we get that much of safety process. Further, the category of tour operator. There are 5 categories of tour operators exist in the entire world, actually, to be very honest. And these things which you are looking up on the guidelines and everything, we have done not as a bureaucrat. Not only some bureaucrats have sit and decided that this would be the guidelines. We have created these guidelines in consultation with all the leading tour operator association in the country, the pan-India associations like ITO, ATOI, TAI, ATOI, all these associations have contributed, or ITA for that matter. So ITA means Indian Tourist Transporter Association. They were also in the loop. So the 5 categories are inbound categories. Operators who receive direct foreign currency in their bank account from inbound tourist handling. डॉलर में कमाता है, यूरो में कमाता है, उसके बैंक में डॉलर में पैसा जमा होता है, तादेर बैंके डॉलर डायरेक्ट जमा है, उटा बैंक देखाते पारे जे ये डॉलर रोजगार करछे. They can show it that a bank can give you a certificate that he has earned foreign exchange. Now there is another benefit which I have not discussed during this process, the earlier slides. If you are an inbound tour operator earning in foreign currencies, then you do not only get the marketing development assistance of Ministry of Tourism, but also the amount of foreign exchange that you earn, against of that you get GST rebate voucher, you get GST voucher that you have earned, suppose 10 rupees of foreign exchange earning. You get in a proportion, say for example 1 rupee ka GST voucher rebate. So while paying the tax, if you are a foreign exchange earning tour operator, you can get your GST, you can reduce the amount of the tax you are going to pay to government. So isn't it surprising? I believe ITO has organized those kind of special incentive scheme workshop everywhere. Even I think Nature Beyond and other members of yours who are inbound tour operators they are availing those kind of facilities. Devjit for sure is availing, Devjit Datta. So further, the domestic tour operators who handle Indian tourists. Third, travel agents, operator who does only ticketing. An inbound operator or a domestic tour operator can do ticketing. They can become a ITA or UFTA member, but a travel agent is not considered to get involved in packaging or providing vehicle. Fourth, the adventure tour operator who deals in any kind of tourist but does the mountaineering, trekking, hiking, water sports activity, those things. Safari for that matter, but we keep it in two tag. One is the mountaineering part, the other is the water sports part. Why? I would come into that also. Why we kept those two things as a parameter in terms of adventure tour operator. Fifth, last but not the least, I think Shondipanda, you would be very interested about this. The tourist transport operator category. The tourist transport operators are those of you who provide vehicle support to DMCs or other operators who just deal in vehicles. You know, I would come into the guidelines part next. Now, the checklist of documents. First, the financial documents. I would even show you today the kind of documents that people have shared. I took permission from some of my tour operator friends that their documents are going to be shown to you. Now, the paid up capital part. It has to be rupees 3 lakhs for last financial year. We know COVID has struck this year. So you just submit the document of 18-19. That would be perfect. 18-19 financial year documents. So there it would be mentioned that your paid up capital or share capital or your capital account or partner capital is minimum 3 lakhs. Now, if you have an office in a panchayat area in Darjeeling Hills, somewhere in Darjeeling Hills, or in Duars or in any part of North Bengal or even South Bengal, then 50,000 of paid up capital would be suffice. But you need to give a panchayat certificate first that your location, office location is in rural area, panchayat area. Then the turnover part. Again, please have a close look at this. Inbound tour operators have to show rupees 25 lakhs of foreign exchange earning for last financial year through inbound tour operation. As I have already mentioned, what is foreign exchange earning, how to show it, all these things. Now, suppose you are a tour operator from Darjeeling, from a hill area or a panchayat area. Then you are earning only 5 lakhs of foreign exchange earning. I know Dawa, maybe a tour operator member of ETHWA, had shown me those kind of documents last year that he's doing direct foreign exchange thing. So maybe, for example, Dawa is having only 5 lakh of foreign exchange earning, direct foreign exchange earning. He is eligible as an inbound tour operator. So these kind of specific facilities for the people of hill and rural area are mentioned. Second, for domestic tour operators, it is 20 lakhs. I think 15 of ETHWA members took approval in this category last year, domestic tour operator category. It was 20 lakhs for operators in major cities and stuff, and those from rural areas, just 5 lakhs. Okay. Then for adventure tour operator, it is 10 lakhs for normal people who are residing in cities and major cities, and those from rural areas, it is 5 lakhs. For travel agents, you don't even need to show any turnover at all. You are into ticketing, you don't need to give us any turnover certificate. If you are a transport operator, tourist transport operator, it has to be 25 lakhs for last financial year, 18-19 as of now. And how would you show all these things? Other than providing the balance sheet and bank statement, you would give us a certificate which would be uploaded by you. I would show it also to you. Your statutory auditor or CA would write all these things that you are earning rupees 25 lakhs foreign exchange earning from inbound tour operation in the financial year 2018-19 as on 31st March 2019. Or for a domestic tour operator, the same thing as turnover certificate. Who would write it? Your statutory auditor who audits your firm every year. जे ऑडिट करे अपनाদের অর্গানাইজেশন গুলোর ব্যালেন্স শিটটা, जो आपका फर्म का ऑडिट रिपोर्ट बनाता है, साइन करता है, वो अपने लेटर हेड में बना के देगा ये चीज, ये टर्नओवर सर्टिफिकेट और पेड अप कैपिटल सर्टिफिकेट अलग अलग लेटर हेड में, और उसमें उसका मेंबरशिप नंबर लिखा होगा, वो मस्ट है. Now, what are the other documents? Banker reference. Banker reference क्या होता है? What is banker reference? Banker reference is bank अपने letterhead में they would mention that this is the address of Eastern Meadows, for example. This is the address, just the address. We don't even need to know your account number. वो नहीं चाहिए. That would bank certificate is treated as a cert माने cross checking of address of office of a tour operator. Income tax, ITR, last year का ITR, इस साल का नहीं, last year का ITR. That just the certificate that you had submitted ITR. GST का registration copy. Trade license, जो शुरुआत में लिया था और आज के डेट का जो ट्रेड लाइसेंस, वैलिड ट्रेड लाइसेंस है. लीज डीड या सेल डीड चाहिए हमको, सिर्फ लीज डीड या सेल डीड. सिंपल. There would be mentioned that those of you who are having office in cities, minimum 150 square feet of office, and those who are from hill or rural panchayat area, just 100 square feet of office. Then again, certificate of incorporation as a registration certificate for private limited companies, for partnership companies, partnership deed, and for proprietorship company, we would do with the trade license only. You don't need to provide anything other than this. For travel agents, a specific document is required. That is the ITA registration copy. For adventure tour operators, again, those of you who are, I know some of ETHWA members are into adventure activities. Please remember, for you, out of everybody, it is very important to get this approval. You know, I would share a story later on that some things are some features that some news travels very fast, but the adventure stories of India, all around India, has not reached you yet. Otherwise, you would have been taken approval. All of a night, all the adventure operators of coastal India were prohibited from operating by the local state governments after one small accident. And that's why getting approved by Ministry of Tourism is very important, because only Ministry of Tourism approved tour operators got the benefit of doubt even by West Bengal government. Nowadays, they provide similar certification. But what is mentioned over there? You need to become a Ministry of Tourism approved tour operator first. Then only we would allow you to operate in Digha, Mandarmani, or Tajpur. You can call your friends in Calcutta and colleagues and just ask about this issue. That's why third-party insurance for your employees, for yourself, and your clients is very important. We would show an example of this kind of third-party insurance. Last but not the least, Sandipanda, again, this is for you and other fellow transport operators. Aditya Bothra took this approval, I believe. So what is requirement? What is the requirement of this? All India or state tourist permit. Either of them. कोई भी चलेगा, दोनों भी मिला के भी चलेगा, either of them भी चलेगा for 6 vehicle. जिसमें से 4 गाड़ी होनी चाहिए. गाड़ी, what is car? Volvo है, टेम्पो है, बस है, वो 2 होने से ठीक है, लेकिन गाड़ी 4 होना चाहिए, माने 4 व्हीलर, 4 4 व्हीलर होना चाहिए मिनिमम, और जिसका रजिस्ट्रेशन भी रहेगा और ये परमिट भी रहेगा, व्हीकल परमिट, स्टेट परमिट या AITP, ऑल इंडिया टूरिस्ट परमिट. Now the qualification certificate part. There should be, this is again, I would mention, this is not, this qualification thing is, the first point is for only inbound, domestic and adventure tour operator people and travel agent, not for the transporter. I would come into that for different segments. For inbound tour operators, domestic tour operator or an adventure tour operator, there must be at least one tourism degree holder from IITTM or any recognized university, like government approved universities where tourism course is approved. What are the examples near you? North Bengal University. In Murshidabad, there are KN College and other colleges. In Calcutta, there is MAT, there is, this NSHM, then SBIMS. There are many colleges who offers tourism, or government colleges like Maharani Kashishwari or Murlidhar, they offer, or IGNOU for that matter. Anybody can pursue a course from IGNOU. Just one employee with tourism degree. But there is a big but. If you have only one tourism degree holder, then how many total employees we require? 4. Owner is exempted. Please look at my fingers. Owner does not require any qualification certificate. Now there are 3 employees. 1 tourism degree or diploma holder. Done. Rest 2, if they don't have tourism degree, then a Ministry of Tourism approved tour operator experience certificate that they have worked for any of the Ministry of Tourism approved tour operator for at least 2 years, or a Ministry of Tourism approved hotel, or any MNC, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Samsung, Apple, any MNC for 2 years, or an airlines for 2 years, or a shipping corporation for 2 years, or a transport corporation for 2 years, or a state government tourism department for 2 years, even on contractual basis for 2 years. 2 years of experience certificate, and they are exempted. I think it's clear, the qualification part for general. Now, for northeastern region, like people from Sikkim, we required Sikkim, Arunachal and other states, we would require only, and rural areas, panchayat area people, we would require the owner and a tourism degree holder. That makes a company. An owner and a tourism degree holder in northeast or rural area, panchayat area, are they're good for us. 2 people. Then for adventure tour operators. For adventure tour operators, we require some other documents. One of them is IMF, Indian Mountaineering Foundation certificate. I think you know it better than me. You are in many of you are from Darjeeling and Siliguri, that they offer short duration courses. So we need the owner of the company or the head of operation to hold those certificates. Minimum 4 persons should have those kind of certificates, including the owner and head of operation. If you are not from a rural area, panchayat area. Panchayat area, only 2 people should have that certificate, that IMF course certificate, 6-month or 3-month course. Then a Red Cross first aid certificate, once again easily available in Darjeeling area, Darjeeling and Siliguri area. So these are the things for qualification certificate part. Now there are few tips which are mentioned nowhere. Chandipanda and others, other ETHWA members, all of them, Shubhrotada and all, please note down these things, because in future you would call us for these things only. You don't need to call us for this. These are very trivial things. 1 point, focal point. What is a focal point? The head of the company is the focal point. His name, mail ID, mobile number should be mentioned. So that suffice as focal point. While uploading the data, no, you just need to put that the owner's details as focal point. Then fill up authentic information about your company. Suppose you're filling up details about salary of your staff. Now you don't pay any salary as such. You may pay somebody $500. I understand that can happen. So just mention $500. Nobody is going to catch hold of you for this. There is no law of Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, that you need to pay X, Y, Z amount of salary to your employee. We are not going to catch hold of you for this. That yes, you are responsible. Why are you not paying that much of money? Don't feel ashamed. Whatever amount you are paying in reality, through proper bank transaction, just show it. If you are not paying through bank, start paying it from tomorrow. Even if $500 as salary would do. That is not our prerogative, how much salary you are paying to them. Okay. But please put the right information. Do not put wrong information. Because while inspecting the documents, we have to, we have to be sincere about cross-checking all these things, that you are putting right information to Government of India. Okay. Last but not the least, while filling of staff details, please click at experience in relevant field for each staff. Suppose somebody has joined your company last day only. Even if he has joined last day or yesterday, please click right symbol or just click at the box of relevant experience. Yes, just click that yes thing. Otherwise, you cannot proceed further in the registration process. These are special tips which are not mentioned in any guidelines as such. So I have incorporated the guidelines here. I have incorporated how to apply the little bit tips everywhere. Then, so this was my pitch. This was our pitch, India Tourism Kolkata's pitch. I look after the travel trade in Calcutta office also for Bengal, Bihar, Odisha, Jharkhand, and Andaman and Nicobar. Those of you who are watching us from other region, from other states, you can also contact us, or you can contact the travel trade division directly at Ministry of Tourism. Their details are available at tourism.gov.in, and this is my mail ID. In case you have any query, don't call at the first place. Just text me or just send me a mail with your documents or your query, and I will definitely get back to you, even if that mail comes at around 3 o'clock in the night. So we are available all the time for you. So Shantipanda, that was my pitch. If there are any questions, first of all, what is your initial reaction?
No, it's lovely. Actually, I think it's very, very beneficial. The thing is, this approval part was thought of as something of an Herculean task for a travel agent, tour operator previously. So this is the culture that we are trying to inculcate, that, this is not something which is beyond most. Because one important thing that you said during the presentation was the documents are basic. I mean, if you're running a proper company, I think these documents are basic and are available with most of us. So it's just a lack of knowledge, perhaps, or just lack of communication. So I think this initiative by India Tourism Kolkata is most welcome and is going to benefit a lot of travel agent tour operators. And I think in the next 6-7 months, you can see a lot of more approvals coming through from this region. I think I'm very confident about that.
Khandipanda, I have missed a small thing. Like I was about to show probably some of the some documents, some tricky documents, which I have seen over years that many tour operators, they fill up those documents in a wrong way. So I took permission of Nature Beyond, Partho and Pallab, and Clubsite for sharing their documents with you. I want to share it from that screen itself where I was sharing. Kindly allow me.
It's still on. It's still on.
Just a second. Okay, still on. You can see my screen?
I can. We can. We all can.
No, what screen is visible to you?
That was the last slide you had used.
No. That thing I had closed. So now what is visible to you?
Still that same thing. It's not closed. We are viewing your screen, and the last slide is that let's promote tourism together with your email ID and the website and your phone number.
Just a second.
Slide number 14.
Okay, just a second. Huh? I think now it would change. Now you can see my screen.
Yes.
So we are already 5:55, but I would take few minutes more just to show few interesting documents, which would, I think, be beneficial to all of you. So this is the Nature Beyond application, if all of you can see, because you would feed all this data, all this information to be very precise. See the way they have put all these mobile numbers, mail ID, just follow the same pattern. Please have a close look. Please have a close look of these documents. We are I think we are thankful to Partho and Pallabda for allowing us to share their details with all of you. As you can see, the numbers are put in a specific order in the phone number column. First the STD code, then a dash, then the 7-digit number. So please follow those patterns. These are very small things, and some of you may be not like well conversant with all these technical things. You become very nervous all of a sudden. So that's why I'm trying to show you, trying to help you in as much as easier way possible, convenient way possible. Then he put there his details, the employee details, the qualification, like experience certificate, salary, everything, you know. Then the focal point, see Paulob's name, his designation, phone number, everything is mentioned. Then the office space, reception area, minimum 50 square feet should be the reception area. Then the turnover, the balance, turnover, paid up capital, all these things. So just the balance sheet thing, just for a glance. Is it visible to all of you, Sandipanda?
Yeah, it is. It's just opening. Yeah.
It's just opening. Yes. So here is the share capital thing. You can see share capital. Then we would go for the banker reference. How does a banker reference look? So just please have a close look. आप लोग बैंक रेफरेंस के नाम पे हमें बैंक का वो सर्टिफिकेट पकड़ा दोगे, इसीलिए हम पहले से दिखा रहे हैं आपको ये चीज, ठीक है। HDFC बैंक, ये वाला गलत है, एक सेकंड, बैंकर रेफरेंस आई वुड शो, वन सेकंड। ITR देखो आप, ITR यही इसी तरीके का ITR जमा करना है, 1920 असेसमेंट ईयर का, कंपनी का नाम होगा, ये सारा डिटेल्स होगा, प्रॉपर ITR, ठीक है, प्रॉपर एकदम ITR, सिंपल। देन लीज डीड प्रोबेबली इस तरीके का लीज डीड होगा, जहां पे देखिए प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी है तो कंपनी के नाम पे लीज डीड होगा, ठीक है। अगर पार्टनरशिप है या प्रोप्राइटरशिप है तो पार्टनर या प्रोप्राइटर के नाम पे होगा। लीज भी है, रेंट भी है, आपका म्यूटेशन सर्टिफिकेट भी है, कुछ भी हो, अगर पार्टनरशिप या प्रोप्राइटरशिप है तो इंडिविजुअल के नाम पे होगा, अगर प्राइवेट लिमिटेड है तो कंपनी के नाम पे बनेगा। अगेन और एक सिग्निफिकेंट चीज है इसमें, एरिया इन स्क्वायर फीट, ठीक है, ये सारा डिटेल्स ऐसे रहेगा, फिर एरिया इन स्क्वायर फीट मेंशन होगा। जस्ट अ सेकंड, हाँ, इफ यू कैन सी इन द स्क्रीन 409.79 स्क्वायर फीट क्लियरली मेंशन, यही दिखाना चाहता था मैं आप लोगों को, इस तरीके का। ये नहीं रहेगा तो कोई वैल्यू नहीं है उस सर्टिफिकेट का, डीड का, स्क्वायर फीट एरिया ही नहीं मेंशन है तो नो वैल्यू, ठीक है। हम कैसे क्रॉस चेक करेंगे नहीं तो, क्लियर, आई थिंक ये वाला क्लियर है। देन क्वालिफिकेशन, ये देखो टूरिज्म का डिग्री, ठीक है, कहां से, CU से, ठीक है, क्लियर। और भी था उसमें, मैं अगर स्क्रॉल डाउन करता, रजिस्ट्रेशन, ये देखो सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन, ठीक है, अल्पाइन नेचर प्लांट का, ये देखो सर्विस टैक्स, GST, ये तो सबके पास, ये सर्विस टैक्स 2 दिया है इन्होंने, GST होगा। टर्नओवर क्या दिया है, हाँ, ठीक है, ये एट ए ग्लांस बहुत जल्दी से दिखाएंगे, छोटा सा चीज है। देखिए क्या लिखा है, ये भी कर दिया। सो दादा का, I'll take you to another application. Just a second. This I am showing you directly from the portal. हमारा जो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टूरिज्म, हम जो स्क्रूटिनी करते हैं ना, वो पोर्टल दिखा रहे हैं हम आपको। ये देखिए, यहाँ पे देखिएगा, आई होप एवरीथिंग वुड बी परफेक्टली इन ऑर्डर क्लब साइट का। आप देख रहे हो, सुमित पेरीवाल जी का एप्लीकेशन है क्लब साइट टूर्स का, ठीक है, प्रॉपरली सबका मेंशन है, सब कुछ। अभी डॉक्यूमेंट देखिए, बैंकर रेफरेंस HDFC बैंक से है, ये है प्रॉपर बैंकर रेफरेंस, ठीक है। HDFC बैंक ने क्या लिख के दिया कि इसका अकाउंट नंबर है, इसका एड्रेस 75C पार्क स्ट्रीट ये है, ठीक है, ये प्रॉपरली इन्होंने लिख के दिया है, देख रहे हो आप, ये एड्रेस मेंशन करके दिया है कि क्लब साइट का एड्रेस ये है, ये होना चाहिए। सेकंड है आपका लीज डीड, ऑलरेडी मैंने दिखा दिया, क्वालिफिकेशन भी दिखाया था, टर्नओवर, हाँ जो इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके लिए। अच्छे से देखना, क्योंकि यहाँ पे भी आपका सीए आपको पहले आपको समझाना पड़ेगा उसको, ठीक है। उसको बोलिएगा लिखने के लिए कि आपका जो टर्नओवर है, देखिए इन्होंने 17-18 का दिया था, पुराना था ये वाला एप्लीकेशन जब उन्होंने किया था, तो उन्होंने क्या लिखा, 17-18 का इतना टर्नओवर है फ्रॉम डोमेस्टिक टूर ऑपरेशन बिजनेस, ठीक है। तो अगर ये इनबाउंड से होता तो ये फॉरेन एक्सचेंज अर्निंग सर्टिफिकेट देते, अगर एडवेंचर होता तो फॉर्म एडवेंचर टूर ऑपरेटर बिजनेस लिखा हुआ होता था, ठीक है। ये बहुत स्पेसिफिक है हर कैटेगरी के लिए, आप मिक्स मत करना। आपके पास होटल है, उसका टर्नओवर आप इसमें नहीं लगा सकते, तो आपका सीए जो मेंबरशिप नंबर दे रहा है तो ही नोज दैट ही कैन नॉट डू इट। तो ये छोटा छोटा चीज है जो कोई आज तक मुझे तो नहीं लगता इसी तरीके से दिखाया गया कभी, बट मैंने सोचा कि आप लोग जब अप्लाई करोगे आप फोन करते करते परेशान हो जाओगे, मैं जवाब दे दूंगा कितना लोगों को फोन में, तो बेटर है कि आप यहाँ से देख लो, एक बारी में देख लो। और एक एडवेंचर वाला दावा अगर देख रहे हैं या फिर अगर बाद में देखेंगे दावा या उनके जैसे जो एडवेंचर टूर ऑपरेटर्स है, तो ये बहुत सिग्निफिकेंट है। ये इंश्योरेंस पार्ट में सभी कोई अटक जाते हैं, इंश्योरेंस क्या होता है। इंडिया में बहुत ही कम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो टूर ऑपरेटर, एडवेंचर टूर ऑपरेटर को इस तरीके का इंश्योरेंस सर्टिफिकेट देता है। यूनाइटेड इंडिया इंश्योरेंस कंपनी लिमिटेड, विच इज अ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इंश्योरेंस कंपनी, बहुत सारे हैं ऐसे, लेकिन ये देते हैं, हमें पता है, हमने चेक किया है। यूनाइटेड इंडिया क्या लिखा होता है इसमें, इसको अच्छे तरीके से देखिए। क्लब साइट का नाम लिखा है, ठीक है, ऑफिस का नाम, सब कुछ लिखा है, लोकेशन कहाँ कहाँ ऑपरेट करता है वो लिखा है, ये देखिए प्रीमियम कितना है वो भी आप देख रहे हो। हाँ, फिर ये देखो फुल डिटेल्स है इसमें। इसको हम थर्ड पार्टी इंश्योरेंस कवर कहते हैं, जिसमें आपका स्टाफ और आपका क्लाइंट दोनों होता है। तो हर कोई इंश्योरेंस कंपनी ये नहीं देता है, वी नो बिकॉज ऑफ आवर पास्ट एक्सपीरियंस, दैट्स व्हाई वी आर सेइंग प्लीज ensure that you approach this insurance company. If any other insurance company is ready to offer this, then it's perfect, otherwise ये देते हैं, ये हमें पता है, ठीक है। तो अच्छा, there is a polling going on, so that is the perspective. So hopefully मैंने सारे documents दिखा दिए, I should not poll, so now it's clear I think. Chandipanda, I think I have shown my part in all ways possible, and if you have a recording of this, give it to share it with us also, because it would be useful for us too.
Just two questions, Rayak. I won't take much of your time.
Is it okay if I put the video off for a while? I would sip some water. I'm here only. I would answer your question.
Not a problem. Rathin Das from Saitita Tours and Travels is asking that in case in office we have toilet and basically the toilet is not in the same premises, I believe. In our sister concern, can we apply, use the lavatory we require? Can we apply in that situation? That's what his question is.
Now, in the guidelines itself, what is mentioned that all public amenities, basic amenities should be there. We have not mentioned that whether you need to have this kind of size for a bathroom or something. We are not inspecting your, property like hotel or homestay. We are inspecting a tour operator office. Now you have a sister concern office next door. If they have some kind of agreement with you that yes, you can use it for all kind of purposes, and that sister concern office means it has to be next door, just the next door, not like 500 meters or 200 meters or 100 meters away. It has to be just in the same building together with you. It's just a referral point because nothing is specified in the guidelines in this regard. but public amenities has to be within the office. So I think you can guess the answer from this.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's quite clear actually. Yeah. So the second question is from Darjeeling Travels, Mr. Gulam Nabi. He's asking, he's basically got two questions. He's saying his turnover is 18 lakhs for 2018 and 19. And for the second question, he's asking, he's got some vehicles in my family member's name and also some vehicles are on lease. Can I apply as tourist transport operator?
Yes, if he has an office in a panchayat area, but no, if he doesn't have all the cars, like minimum 6 cars in the company name, or if is it a proprietorship company, his company, that I need to know first.
If you can just,
unmute yourself, yes.
Gulam, if you can, are you there? I think I can see him, but I mean his office.
So if it's a proprietorship company, if it is a proprietorship company, then 6 vehicles has to be in the name of the proprietor. If it is a private limited company, then the 6 vehicles has to be in the name of the company. And only if it is it's a partnership firm, then 2 partners can hold some of the vehicles registration in their name. You know, suppose Pravirda and Sandipan are partners in a company, Dream Transportation. So Pravirda can 3 registration can be done in the name of Pravirda and 3 can be in the name of Sandipan. That's the concept.
Fair enough. Anil Kangshabonik is asking, what about rented? I think that is clear. I think if you have a rented premises, you need to have a rent receipt. Isn't it?
No receipt. No receipt.
Agreement.
An agreement in a legal paper. Proper agreement. Notarized leased agreement.
So that's clear. Cheryl Thomas, if registered office is on one place, home address and operating office is another place, can I apply? Proprietorship company. Actually,
just a second. Very clear cut question. And we had addressed this issue during the tenure when we were in travel trade. Simple answer to this. Your address proof document is your rent agreement and your banker reference. Rest documents like ITR and other documents, address can be of anywhere in the world. We don't care. Is it understood? Cheryl, please answer this. My question now. Is it understood?
Yes, thank you. Yes, that's understood.
Clear, proper.
Okay, so Saurav Sharma is asking that can we apply for one category? I think we can.
We can apply for 5 categories.
Yeah, I mean you can one or multiple. That's your choice.
Yes,
no? Yes. As per your qualification, basically. Mr. Ajit Karmakar has a question. We are a partnership company with our office in Siliguri and Kuch Bihar. Kuch Bihar office is on ground floor and of our one house, which is on the father's name. Do I need to make any documentation for the same?
Again, kindly please repeat this one. I couldn't get it.
He said he's got a partnership company with our office in Siliguri and Kuch Bihar. Kuch Bihar office is on the ground floor of our house, which is on his father's name. I mean, basically the house is in his father's name. So do I need any document for the same?
Yes, he has to get a rent agreement with his father.
Does an NOC help?
No. It's NOC doesn't help for tour operator thing.
Okay, so it has to be a proper agreement.
And it has to be mentioned that they run this company from that premises.
Okay.
It can be on his name or partner's name, the rent agreement, but it has to be mentioned that this company is running this business from there.
Fair enough. I think we are through with the questions. Anyone from the house? Any questions? Then I think we have to leave Shaikh because I believe he's got one more meeting. Anyone from the house? Any questions?
Please feel free to ask. I don't want you to have ambiguity or any kind of, thing in mind. I hope the way we tried to showcase the benefit part of this approval, it's clear. I think Mr. Pravishan is here. I would like to hear a few words from him. because I referred to his name many point of time as a why a tour operator should get approval by the ministry. Kavita, if you have any words, any experience to share with your fellow operators,
Yeah, yeah.
please.
Okay. See, actually, I would like to give one very inputs here. First of all, this India Tourism Office in Kolkata, from since long time, I don't know from which year they have started, but at this moment, we are having some dynamic fellows right now over here. One of them is Mr. Sayak Nandi and our regional director, also Mr. Sagnik Chaudhary. So it's my request to all our members, like as soon as possible, you get in touch with the India Tourism and try to get this approval. It will be a big help for each and everyone. Even also, Sayo, can you remember last year, I was there before this Parjatan Padav. So we were planning one roadshow kind of thing that which will be organized by India Tourism, and entire expenses will be done by India Tourism, but not in Calcutta, some other part of India like Chennai and other places. That time the question arises that ETHWA having very less number of member by the MOT approved member. So immediately we started, as because see there are a lot of opportunities because within this 1 hour it is not possible to give all the information. And there are another thing, something like that DGFT scheme, like those who are getting the foreign currency is not only the you are getting the benefit of the GST, at the same time you will get 7% reimbursement, 7% of the total income in 1 year. You will be reimbursed by the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. So there are so many things in this. I mean, it's better to start right now. And if there is any problem, then get in touch with Sayok and other people also. And I request at this moment, because the time when they are applying for the approval, and during that time they have faced a lot of problems. Why not the questions are coming right now? Because Sayak is very friendly guy actually. So if you have any question, please raise it right now.
Yeah, we've got a few ones coming as well. Shupriya Sarkar is asking if my turnover is 25 lakhs, then audit is not required. Then do we need any certificate?
No, audit is mandatory. Audit is mandatory. Statutory auditor who like signs on your balance sheet, that person has to issue this paid up capital certificate and turnover certificate.
Okay. And Anil Kangshabonik is asking, what time does it take to get the approval if all the document is okay?
60 working days.
60 working days. That's 2 months.
Yes.
Okay. Darjeeling Travels. He's asking, my turnover is 18 lakhs and it's proprietor business. Is it necessary to produce GST certificate?
Yes, registration. At least registration, GST registration. We are not asking how much GST you are submitting. We just want the GST registration to be there.
Registration is mandatory. Okay, I think we are mostly through. What is the minimum? Cheryl has another question. What is the minimum number of years you need to have your company to get approval?
From the date of issuing the trade license, minimum 1 year.
Okay, so the company can be as young as 1 year.
Yes, yes.
And you can still get an approval if the documents are in order.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's lovely. That's nice information. Shayak Kalyanda has got some questions. He's saying that I've already applied and would like Mr. Shayak to clear the discrepancies.
So let us take the Kalyanda case immediately. Kalyanda, can you share your user ID password with us? And we can have a look at your application immediately, if possible.
Kalyanda, you're here?
It's your inbox.
In chat?
In chat. Not this chat, WhatsApp chat.
Okay, you sent it right now?
Right now.
Just a second.
You want biscuit?
Cheryl, if somebody has not unmuted, please unmute.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Take all the biscuits.
Right now, I have not received anything, Kalyanda, from you. Please WhatsApp me. You have my number, I believe.
Dada, if you can send it once more.
If you can send, I can write to have a, right now we can have a look immediately. WhatsApp me if possible.
Kalyanda, you're there? I don't think.
Arey, he is mentioning there in the chat box itself his user ID and password. Sandipanda.
Oh. Dada, if you're there, please, this is a private information. Please put it on the personal chat. I mean, at least on Shayek's WhatsApp.
Please WhatsApp me if possible.
I think he's left the meeting. I mean, no, he's there.
I'm there.
Dada, you can just WhatsApp to Shayek. I think that will be the better way.
Better option, yes.
Perhaps we can get this sorted out here.
Give little question answer session earlier and go. It will finish by the time we reach.
Send again.
WhatsApp?
WhatsApp.
Shayek?
Not received Dada yet. Kalyan Dev Balasun. That is your ID, no?
ID is no. ID is
No, your company is Balasun, no?
Balasan. Huh.
Yes, I have your number, but I have not received anything from you.
It was sent to you earlier also, in December
No,
month also.
December. That's not the point. You send me now.
Not going. I okay. I will. Okay, I will
Text me,
you.
SMS.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, text you. Okay.
So probably first time in a workshop we are doing the live things like showing documents and login. It's unique for me.
Yeah, it shows that we are moving forward, which is nice.
Yes.
Not only that, Shayok loves us too much. The Shayok actually loves Ethua very much. That is the indication.
Dada, it's a recorded thing. And being a government official, I love my entire industry. And I am thankful to Mr. Devjit Datta also to a certain extent. He has also allowed to use his, ID stuff, for which I have already shared some link and flyers with the Ethwa Secretariat for the training of tour operators, for hoteliers and homestays, for which he has lent us his, Google account, paid Google account. So all of you who are tour operator, please attend the tour operator skill training video. And we had shot it yesterday only. And those of you, the Ethwa members who are having a hotel or an homestay, please attend the specific training programs with your employees so that they get benefited out of it. Sandipanda, have you circulated all those things, or shall I?
No, we have done the three programs that Ethwa is doing. Skill development, we are doing it tomorrow.
Please share, because we had shot relentlessly for more than 16 hours. Pravida is aware of that thing, but because some of his vehicles were even used during the shooting. So a 16 hours long skill development video was shot in collaboration with JW Marriott and the Park Calcutta for preparing certain skill development content for the training. So that won't be just a communication and conversation like this. That would be very interactive and impactful session for your employees even. Please watch that with your employees. Join that session with your employees.
I'll join, don't worry. I definitely will join.
Kalyanda's thing I have not received. I think he has a wrong number of mine. So never mind. Kalyanda, can you...
Wait, sir. 2 minutes only.
You have 1 minute only. Network issues, Kalyanda.
1 minute only.
Kalyanda, আমাকে পাঠান.
হয়ে গেছে 1 মিনিট দাঁড়ান।
হয়ে গেছে।
देर है अंधेर नहीं, रुक जाइए।
I have 2 of his numbers, but from none I got anything.
It will go through the third number. Don't worry, sir.
Okay, sir. Please send. So is there any other question? I think Shubroto Roy from My Tour Planner. Shubroto, you got approved last year, I believe. So the process, hey, Shubroto is already approved. Pavitra is already approved.
Yes.
Why I have told all these things to all these people. Why Vivek is already approved? I did all these things by my hand itself. Their application process, uploading everything. What are they
Thank you.
doing here? I need to know. Pravida, why are you
Yes,
attending once again a classification process? You are aware with all the things, everything.
Yes, it is received.
It is received.
Sahak bhai,
Ah,
please check your SMS.
SMS. Okay. Now I have received. So, okay, the Manu_Dev is your user ID, no?
User
Right,
ID.
right.
Otherwise, other one is password.
Okay, just hold a second. Let me log in from his user ID and password, and then I'll share the screen if needed. So it's Manu. So can I share my screen for Kalyanda's thing, or shall we discuss it personally?
It's better you discuss it personally.
I think let me mention the case. See, Kalyanda has applied last year, I think, or this year, maybe earlier this year. Now, what has happened, Kalyanda, 3 of your documents are declared invalid. One, the balance sheet, then the lease or sale deed, and the qualification certificate. Now, why are they invalid? The membership number of CA is missing in the balance sheet. I mentioned during my presentation that the membership number of CA has to be mentioned in the financial certification. So your CA has to, statutory auditor to be very precise, has to attest your balance sheet. Without his signature, this document has no value. Second point, your qualification certificates. No, the lease deed or sale deed. Now second point I would come later. Last point was qualification certificate. Kindly make a combined video. Staff. Okay, let's see your documents. You have deficiencies in qualification certificate as well as lease deed. Let's see what you have uploaded.
Own property also you have to give lease deed.
No, sale deed.
No, for own property, if I am the owner of the property.
Sale deed. There is something called the mutation certificate in your name.
Now mutation I have submitted.
No, now there is a case. Now you are submitting a document to Government of India. That document is in Bengali and it is neither the area in square feet is mentioned clearly, not just it's not a clear document, you know. It has to be translated into English and you have to make a affidavit of it in English, the entire thing. If it is in your name only, then you have to make it a affidavit, 100 rupees stamp paper, just make an affidavit and translate the entire thing, mentioning the area in square feet at this, with proper stamp and everything, and signed by
notary.
I think it's notary, yes. Okay. So please make sure that you submit a translated, proper notarized document. It's not clear from this. Address, full address, area in square feet, everything.
Okay.
It's a Bengali document and which doesn't suffice the purpose. That's why they have rejected it. Now the last but not the least, even if it was in Nepali or Hindi, they would have asked for the translated one. It has to be in English. The last one, the qualification. Let's see what he has uploaded. A document. Just a second. Kalyanda has uploaded a document of tourism course in cultural tourism and management from North Bengal. Okay. Here you have uploaded just one mark sheet of a student, of an employee of yours who has a tourism degree. Now, the thing is that this is just the mark sheet. We need a certificate. We need a certificate. As I have shown in the case of Clubside document or Nature Beard document, it was a Calcutta University certificate. Similarly, a North Bengal University, even professional certificate would suffice. Again, 2 more certificates of 2 more employees, experience certificates at least, by anybody like Tibet Tours, My Tour Planner, Windows India Private Vacation, Nature Beyond, NBTT, even Gitanjali, Vivek. They can, if your employees have worked for them for 2 years, they can issue certificate, and that would suffice the purpose. So upload these things first, then it would be clear.
Okay, now balance sheet again. I have to submit the new one, or that will
delete
do?
The other one. If you want me to delete it, I can delete it, but I want you to delete and upload the fresh one. Okay.
Again, you need the fresh one then.
Yes, the signed by the CA, signed and membership number. There's a stamp, a seal of CA, where his membership number is mentioned normally. But if it is not available, he should write it in his by hand and sign it.
Now the balance sheet which was submitted earlier with minor correction will do, or I have to give the new financial year?
No. Last one would do. 18-19 would do.
Would do, na? Okay,
18,
thank
19
you.
is perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So it's clear, all the documents now?
Okay.
Is it clear to you, everything?
Okay. Give me a week time then.
No, I am not going to scrutinize it first place. It is going to be scrutinized in Delhi, and we would coordinate for the inspection. But I try to help you because it should be seamless.
Okay.
So I think, Sandipanda, it was clear that particular issue.
Perfect.
Perfect. Kalyanda, is it resolved now?
Okay, it's okay.
So you see, friends, this is that much easy. He was dwelling in things which were not even tough one. So I had already shown you everything, the documents of your friends and other companies. So I think you should have a look at this video. Please keep this video somewhere in Ethwa portal or Ethwa, I don't know if you have a YouTube channel or something, edit and use it in a proper way, and or share these information.
We'll put it in the YouTube channel of Ethwa, which is Ethwa Vision, and I think everyone, even the non-Ethwa members, can watch it.
And also send me the links.
Definitely. Thank you, Shahid.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's close this today. Very, very informative session. We have 2 more sessions coming up on homestays and hotels, so we'll keep you updated. And of course, the skill development program that Shaikh was talking about, that's going to be circulated by tomorrow. So for joining us today. We've had a very good session, and we look forward to the future sessions in the coming days. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaskar.